Yes, I'm in line with Honorable Mbow. We can remove the adequate there. That doesn't mean that they will not plan adequately. And them planning adequately doesn't mean that they will have those funds adequately.
One more, Chair. Chair, I'm here.
So, yeah. So can I go? Yes, me.
Chair.
No,
Chair.
Yes, Mr.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm seeing adequate as a form of mandatory. As a form of mandatory. But when we leave it open, that does not mean that they will not be giving enough. If they are giving enough.
Yes. I think you've said it all.
Yeah.
To be given enough, it must be available. If it is not available, you cannot give. So you said somebody who was that? Lower Fuladu.
yes, I want to ask this question to the minister. If you put adequate in legal binding, does not mean that tomorrow they will come and say the law have said that adequate and what you give us is not. I want to ask that minister whether that will be, because we all know when we are given budget, no budget is adequate. Because of what you have, that's what you give. So putting the word adequate, is that not legal binding tomorrow for them to have a room to maneuver that you promise to give? It is in the law that you should give us an adequate.
You see, the minister, I will let the minister answer, but in my parliamentary experience, hardly in budget allocation you put adequate. Adequate. Even with developed worlds, they don't use adequate. They don't. You will not see it anywhere in your legislation. Call me one legislation that you saw adequate funds provided.
Chair.
No, you have prepared a lot. You have approved a lot of bills.
Chair.
A day. Yes,
Chair.
Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister.
Chair.
You've heard him.
Yes.
Your opinion.
Honorable Speaker.
Move on this now.
Yes, we will do that later, soon.
Honorable Speaker, repeatedly I hear you mention allocation, and I maintain my position. This is requiring the Office of the Special Prosecutor to plan for what, in their view, will be adequate for their performance of their function. This does not guarantee they will be allocated what is adequate, but they have to plan for what is adequate. And in that regard, if they plan for what they think is adequate for their functions, then they have discharged their responsibility. Now, the allocating authorities, or wherever the sources of funds are, what they're going to get at the end of the day will be determined by availability. I agree with you on that. But you cannot plan for less than what is adequate. You have to plan for what you think is adequate.
Yeah, Honorable, you know, the question now is, Honorable, it says Special Prosecutor's Office budget as the basis for the allocation of financial resources. You know, I'm not saying adequate now. As the basis for the allocation of financial resources from the Special Prosecutor's Fund to ensure where does it say you don't make maximally what it is?
Okay, let's give examples.
Yes.
If the prosecutor prepares his budget for $1 million, and $1 million is allocated to him, he implements halfway into the year. He goes back to say the money has run out.
No.
Allow me to learn, Honorable Speaker. If I don't learn, you don't understand where I'm going.
Because
Be a bit patient and allow me to finish.
Okay, go ahead.
This is a form of an accountability for his office. If he runs out of office, those who are in charge of oversight over him can tell him, no, the law requires you to budget for what is adequate. Therefore, you budgeted for X and we gave you X. It's your responsibility that it is not adequate, because you should have planned for what is adequate.
Don't knock the table. Don't knock the table. Honorable, my question is,
yes.
You are saying, in case he budgets for 1 million, and $1 million is given, but he is telling you that all my needs that I need in my budget, my forecast, is 1 million. So without even if you adequate, it would be 1 million. It will be 1 million, because that's, you are now telling him, prepare your budget as to what you want to do. Why tell him adequate?
Chair, I've been raising my
Chair.
Yes.
Chair.
All right, now
Chair.
I think we will vote now.
Chair.
Yes, minority, let me give you a chance.
But Chair, I've been raising my
Honorable,
tax. I've been raising my tax for too long.
If I may say,
yes, you know, my problem would be, I may not be able to, I want everybody to talk. But there is this thing that we vote. So I want to put a vote. Yes, minority.
what I want to say, I've been hearing adequate attack to budget. But in this case, adequate is not directly attack to the budget. It is not that adequate budget, precisely. We have the office budget. Emphasis is now on the basis of allocation for adequate financial resources. What I want to say here, the adequacy directly attacked to the budget is one thing, and attacking this adequacy to financial resources is another. And to say, when the adequate is not in this place, as in this place, that means it will be allocation of financial resources. But when adequacy is there, adequate financial resources, the difference between the two is that the former without adequate would not be very strong commitment. Compared to when there is adequate, there will be strong commitment. That commitment doesn't mean that the money should be there, but it should be reasonably sufficient to be allocated. On that basis, the adequate, that in my view, that can sound very strong commitment, is important. We leave it there.
Honorable, my only problem with you is, when you made your analysis, it was very brilliant. You are saying, because this one is saying, for the allocation, not the budget, for the allocation for the adequate financial resources. Allocation of adequate financial resources. This is not about budget itself. You
Chairman.
allocate financial resources. Give them financial resources to do it.
yes, Chair.
That's why, anyway, what we do now, I think we have done enough.
That's why, Honorable. You know, at first, people were putting emphasis, attacking allocation, adequacy to budget. But there is nothing like adequate attack to budget. The allocation of financial resources. So that's what I'm trying to alleviate the fear. It is not specifically about budget. That is to say, we have not seen anywhere where adequate is to the budget. That's not the case here. And again, I'm emphasizing that without adequate, that strong commitment will be missing.
It means you are going contrary. Anything can happen. You know, and that these are all allocations are subject to availability. Even us here is subject to availability. Whatever is subject to availability of funds. So if you put that now, I want us to close. They are no. On different wavelengths on these things. Position is that in clause 26, second line, allocation of adequate financial resources. The proposal is that adequate be removed. That's the proposal, that we remove adequate. Now, those in favor of removing adequate, you raise your tax. Let's hear the first voice follow. Those in favor, please say aye. Now, those not in favor, please say no. No. The ayes have it. Division. Now, honorable members, please. Now, you are going to raise your tax, and it will be counted. Those in favor of the motion that is removal of adequate from the text, raise your tax.
Speaker, no, he said. What? He said those what?
All right. Nobody.
How many people? What?
Nobody. Honorable, please raise your tax. If you don't see your tax, we will not count. And don't put it down until we are ready.
No. Hey.
Yes.
No. What?
Honorable members, those not in favor, that is those who want the adequate to be there. Now, those abstaining. Abstention? Huh?
Three.
Three.
No, four.
Four. Five. Huh?
Five.
Honorable members, results. Those in favor, that is those who don't want the adequate to be there, 15. Those against, those who want it to remain there, 15. Those abstaining, 5. My friends. But I think.
Let's confirm this 15-15. Yeah. According to the standing orders, you have to vote now. Division on your division. I don't trust you. When there is a tie, now more what about? Division on division.
Honorable Chair, when there is tie, the motion is
defeated.
I said when there is tie,
the motion is lost. No, this. Yo, but yo, they got tough.
Members, honorable members, you have heard the results. What we are trying to confirm, if a motion is moved and there are equal votes, it means the motion is
Shall
lost.
not be carried. That is standing order.
My friend, you have your standing orders, each has its own standing orders. You make references, you don't need to shout it. Who is speaking there? Please, I don't want to shout your name. So what the technical table office, the clerk, what they are looking at is the chairman's vote. It is clear that as Speaker, I don't have a vote. But as chairman of a committee, as you chair committees, you vote. No, just listen. listen, please. Please. That is the truth. But, go to the standing orders. I am saying go there. Yeah, do you vote at your committee?
I vote.
Yeah, call me. Answer my question.
I said I vote.
Why do you vote? Where is the law?
Because I'm the chairperson.
Now tell.
Yeah, but that's a different.
So you are the chairperson, and I'm chairperson of a committee. You shall not vote. Honorable, but my point is, at the time of vote, we never looked at that, and therefore, I could have voted, but I did not vote, and therefore, we cannot go back to the vote, and therefore, me not voting, I have lost the chance to vote. So the tie continues to be the tie. And therefore, the motion is lost when
division, chair, I've been calling for division. Chair.
You see, shouting, I will not call you when you're shouting. Raise your tongue. I said I will give everybody a chance to talk.
Yes.
Please.
Yes, chair.
Come on, little friend here.
Yes, Chair. I've been calling for division all along, but you've not been hearing me.
But we have counted. Before you counted division, minority leader called for division, and we counted. What division do you want again?
No, I'm calling for division of the counted ones. The ones that you have counted, they did not count properly.
You see, Honorable, we must rely on our, yes, but you see, that would bring in another problem of recounting and recounting and recounting. Because if next time if somebody else loses, they will say, no, let's recount. And even if you recount, somebody else will say we recount. It will take us back. What we are saying is, we assume that the two people are independent people.
Yes.
And that they have counted and they have agreed and that the results they have given. Now, if we want to go back to say these things, I don't think we should encourage.
Chair.
Yes.
Chair.
Who is talking?
Chair.
Sabak Sanjal.
Yes, Chair. We have more than the number of votes counted. Abstention, you mentioned 4 and 5. You said those in favor 15. Just allow me to learn. Those not in favor 15, and that is a total of 35. And we have more than 35 members. That is why I'm saying they have to recount again.
Honorable. What about if somebody chooses not to vote and not to be abstented? What can you say about that? When we counted, I told you people, put your tax up, don't put it down until we count. So please, let's this a bygone. It will be left as it is. It is proposed that clause 26, finance, stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 27.
27, we have an observation.
Clause
27, 1.
27, establishment and purpose of the Special Prosecutions Fund.
Yes, somebody has an observation. Who is that?
AG.
AG, yes.
We want to change the way it is drafted to say that there is established by this act an independent fund for special prosecution than the way it is put right now. So it's established by this section. We want to delete that. Yes. It's established by this section. We want to delete that at the end. Now we are starting as follows. There is established by this act an independent fund for special prosecution, full stop. By this act, an independent fund, then the rest continues. Yes, an independent fund, the capital A change to small a at the beginning of the sentence. Fund for special prosecutions. Full stop. Full stop.
All right. That's okay.
Yeah.
Any more proposed amendments? Pardon? It is proposed that clause 27, establishment and purpose of the Special Prosecution Fund, stand part of the bill as amended. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 28, sources of the fund.
It is proposed that clause 28, sources of the fund, stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 29, application of the fund.
It is proposed that clause 29, application of the fund, stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 30, management of the fund.
Yes, can we come out with it? Replace of.
No, replace E with the accountant general.
Replace E.
With the accountant general. That's E.
You know, in 31E, the honorable member for Upper Salem is 30E, yes, 31E. He is proposing that E be replaced by another thing. He's saying that E is a representative of major donors and international partners to be removed and be replaced with the accountant general. Clause 31E. E. Huh? The last one on 31. E. You have seen it. It is a representative of major donors and international partners. That's what is there. And it is what? What is it for? The fund shall be managed by a fund management committee consisting of 1, the independent chairperson appointed by the president on the recommendation of the selection committee under section 23(2)(e). 2B, the special prosecutor himself. 3C, a representative of government. D, a representative of ECOWAS. And the E, a representative of major donors and international partners. Yeah. Now, what Mr. Mbo is suggesting is that E, a representative of major donors and international partners, be removed and be replaced with the accountant general.
Seni.
Yes, Opanyomi. Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, I think the representative of the government is the same as accountant general. Because accountant general, when he's there, is also representing the government. Yes. So I don't know, anybody can be the representative of government, including accountant general and any other working in any government institution. So I don't know. I think his contention is not that whether you are, there is one represented by government. But this one is he wants accountant general, but they are in terms of international donors and partners. This is what he's saying. Whether it's going to be 2 or 3 these things is not the issue. Yes, Honorable Woolley.
Let's allow Honorable Mbo to explain why he prefers that. Maybe after that.
Honorable Mbo, people would need justification.
Yes, the justification is simple because all funds that belong to the government, particularly those that came from the Consolidated Revenue Fund, actually managed by the Accountant General. And funds that are received on behalf of government, even if we receive donations from outside the Gambia, yes, it becomes public funds and are managed by the Accountant General.
You have heard him?
Chair.
Yes.
Chair.
Huh?
Yes.
Who is it? Sabak Sanyal, yes?
You know, I'm very sorry that I'm mentioning your name, Chair. I'm calling
No,
Chair.
you can call Chair
because I'm very far. At
yes, no problem. We have no problem.
Yes, what I'm saying is the suggestion is good, but like alluded to by the member for Oponyumi, government may choose to send in the Accountant General as their representative. So I think having international representative is very important, because if you look at the sources of fund in Section 28, it says that publicly declared donation or gift or land, money or other property from any other bona fide national or international entities. So hence they are putting in their monies in it. I think it is important that they have also somebody to represent them. If government chooses to send in the accountant general to represent them, it's also fine.
One, donors are giving us money, but they are not represented in the district.
Yes.
One. Two, we made it clear that the accountant general representation is not for government. And it's not bad for government to have 2, 3, 4 people, as the case may be. What is there is government has a representative. This one is saying that the accountant general, as custodian of the funds of the Gambia, consolidated funds, be part of it. That's his agreement. You know, so yes, Honorable Minister.
For the nomination to replace the representative of major donors and international partners, I will leave that to the proposal that is on the floor. But I agree with the suggestion to take out the representative of donors and international partners. Yeah. Because if they provide the funds, we are accountable to them the way we spend the fund. They cannot sit on the management of the fund when we are going to report back to them. There will be some element of interest, a conflict. So we can remove them, but how you replace them, or we can put a full stop at ECOWAS, or replace them with something. Yeah.
Then the Honorable Member for Upper Salum, the man is the custodian of all funds. Both donors, local generated funds, all these things is the custodian. For him to be there to know what is happening is also important. In fact, the person. No, but what is the relevance of the international partners? We have ECOWAS, who is the partner in doing these things. What about the international? They send us money, but they are not part of it. And you will always account to them your monies, even if they sit. Yes, hold on, let him. Yes, yes.
The number 3, that's C, a representative of government will instead be what he is suggesting, and then 2 we just remove, as he suggested.
Honorable, a representative of government is to be determined by government. What we are saying is, when you put ECOWAS, now, where does it say that you cannot have 2 people who are in government? And it's a government project.
Chair.
Yes.
No, I think this is very straightforward, and the minister is in agreement that the donors account also through different way. So there is no need for you to be giving the money again and sit on the management fund. So that's why I say very valid. The point he raised is valid. Let's replace with the accountant general and move on. Okay.
Agreement actually they are posing. Now,
yes, you can have it.
In fact, mostly, these boards are mostly composed of government officials, and that some other people that government allocates to. So what is bad from government itself as the main reason to have 2? What is bad? Or 3? What is bad? It's other interests that are represented that should be represented. The rest should be government. Yes, honorable nominated member, Keba. Yes, from there I come to you. From him, you take the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. And with the suggestion that the Accountant General be included, the only thing I'm finding hard to reconcile with is to delete the participation or the presence of the donors. I'm trying to look at the intention of the drafters. We all know that the Special Accountability Mechanism and the SPO is capital intensive. So, if I get it right, the intention of the drafters is to have high commitment from the donors. That's why they are giving them the opportunity to sit on the table. Just like why we are allowing ECOWAS to be represented both at the oversight board and the fund management. So I don't think it is bad. We can have the Accountant General, but leaving the donors there also would keep them informed at every stage of what implementation. This will boost their morale and also improve on their commitment. So yes, this is my belief. Let's have the Accountant General, but I stand to be convinced as to why we should delete the donors from the fund management committee.
One is the Honorable Minister himself has agreed to the removal of the donors. One. Don't shout. When we are talking, I was listening. Don't shout, listen, and disagree. Yeah, please. The accountant, the Honorable Minister himself has said it, that he has done it. And the reason why ECOWAS is there, we have agreed over it here. It was given that ECOWAS are partners in the creation of the institution, not donors. ECOWAS, they partnered with ECOWAS to create it. 3, donors are providing monies for us in various forms, more monies than what is being provided for this one. And they are not sitting on those boards and all these things. But government is to be accountable. When their money is coming, you account for it. So I don't know why we will allow unknown international partners to sit on this thing when, for instance, the only allocation we may have may come from ECOWAS and no other international partner. What is their role? Please, I told you, yes. I said from you is to you.
Honorable Chair, you know, to ensure consistency, all the representatives sitting at the management of the funds are representatives of stakeholders, all of them. 1, the prosecutor. The special prosecutor is the head of the prosecutor's office, the representative of the government, the representative of ECOWAS, and other one also is representative. Who is Accountant General representing? Because all that you have listed here, all those people are representatives of stakeholders, key stakeholders. So who is Accountant General going to represent now?
The Accountant General is the custodian of government funds at all levels.
Honorable Chair, hear me out. Honorable Chair, hear me out. I know, let me come in. I know you buy into the idea of
when you are talking, I keep quiet. When I'm talking, if you don't listen, I will not give you the floor.
But I'm not doing you intervene.
No, but I can intervene at any time.
Give me the, thank you very much for giving me the floor.
I can intervene at any time. You cannot do that. I can do it.
Okay, I'm listening.
Please, you asked a question. You asked the question of all the others are representing these things. What about the Accountant General? You asked that question. I said, according to Mr. Honorable Mbo, the member for Upper Salu, he's saying that because of the strategic position of the Accountant General in funds management and allocation in the Gambia, that's why he's there. That's his proposal, and I think it is valid.
Honorable Speaker.
No,
Honorable Chair.
Let him end. Yes, let him end. Yes,
Honorable Chair.
Go ahead.
What I am trying to put across, I know you buy into that idea very well, and you are with him. But what I'm saying is...
You know, you asked a question, and I made it easy for you.
Honorable Chair.
I answered your question.
But there will be inconsistency. If we add it there will be inconsistency. There will be. Bile, you are not the chair. But this man.
Bile Tunkara.
Honorable Chair, government representative can still be Accountant General. So let's leave the stakeholders to bring in representatives to the bench in management of the funds.
What is bad about government representative being there and Accountant General being there?
What is bad about when he's not there?
When he's not there, he's not knowing what he
No, he will know because he will be in charge of the funds to disbursement.
Yeah, let me go this side now. I am not looking at one side.
Chair.
He will obviously know.
Chair. Yes.
Chair. Yes, I'm coming. I am going, and I will not conclude without giving you floor.
Chair.
Yes.
Please, for heaven's sake, this is very. Nobody can say that we are not having inconsistency. What inconsistency here? We are identifying key stakeholders. The reason why we have ECOWAS because they are core partners. The reason we have the prosecutor is because of his heading that department. And the reason why we have the government is because of the government. And we said for donors to be remitting funds, there is a way we normally account to them. So let's have the AG, the Accountant General, to come here, who is the custodian of all funds in the country, to be in the picture. You are talking about the fund management, how it's been spent. So we don't need to be dilly-dally about this thing.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chair, I believe
I believe since you have, since Opasalung have defined the role of the accountant general, so the representative of the government here, to me, it means the accountant general. Do you understand? That's my own understanding. Now, and when we say representative of major donors, the drafters were very careful. What is wrong to put this thing there? It's not a crime to have major donors there. So it's all going to promote what? Transparency, accountability, and so that there can be a trust at the end of the day to get funders be willing to put their money in. As the saying goes, where you put your mouth, that's where your money is, that's where you put your mouth.
Sorry, your comment is, so many times you have amended bills that came here, and you made proposals to amend them. And when they have done, the drafters have done considerable work. So that's not an excuse. No, yeah. But the agreement should not be because they have done a wonderful work. A wonderful work has been done. And two, what is your problem? When government that is the custodian of everything, even they are the ones who invited ECOWAS. Because you don't trust government.
Chair.
Yeah, let me give, is it Talinding?
Yes.
Let me give Talinding a chance and then minority and then we vote.
Yes. Like, Chair.
Yes, Talinding.
Like you are saying, it's not bad for the government that is the custodian of this bill to be having two representatives in this committee. But the problem the other speakers are raising, when you have a representative of the government, and you also now have a representative from Accountant General's office, where... Are you finished? Yes. So where you have the Finance Accountant General's office being under the Ministry of Finance, that is also at the same time a ministry of the government. Now for me, I want us to be specific. If you want, you can say two members from the government, two representatives from the government, and government will now decide whether it should come from Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Justice, or if you want to be specific, where we say Ministry of Accountant General's office, then where the government is, we should be specific in that area also. We say a representative from Ministry of Justice, or where we think the representative should come from. But you have government, yes, that's what I'm saying. You have a representative from government, and then now you have a representative from Accountant General's office, which forms part of the government. So to be specific, we say a representative from, two representatives from government, or a representative from Ministry of Justice, a representative from Ministry of Accountant General's office.
You know, I think you have some nice vision, but what is happening is we are legislators. Government has an intention. We want to make sure that it is transparent and equitable. If you say two people, government may not put at the Accountant General. What we are saying is, as legislators, we know that the Accountant General is responsible for public funds. And that he must know all funds, where they come, where they go, and all these things. Let him be a member of the board. That's what we are saying. It's left to government now, because if you leave it there, they could put two other people and leave him out. That's the reason why it is proposed that we put him there. It's critical for transparency, accountability, and to know what is happening. That's the reason. Yes. Now, that one we leave it to government to say, for government to say their representative here is this party. They have that right. Just like ECOWAS will bring their representative. Just like if we had left the donors, they will bring their, we are not going to tell them, they are going to bring their representative. We could equally say, for instance, that somebody or something should be a part of it, because we want to make sure that it is holistic and it is transparent and it is accountable. That's all what we are making sure. Their representations can come. We have nobody, if they choose anybody, fine. But we should be sure that the person who is the custodian of funds in this country, whether they put him or not, we should put him there to know what is happening. Yes, Honorable, we are wasting more time now. I have, no. Oh, yeah, put it to vote. Honorable members, I have said, yes, I said after you, yes. But I have said I'm not entertaining. Let's go to the vote and then we clear and vote. Yes. Honorable Minority Leader, member for Bikaman.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. I have listened very well, and what I can deduce from the contribution of members, with that I can make an opinion that the suggestion advanced by the Honorable Member for Upper Salem to replace major donors and international partners is relevant. We have seen many projects that are funded by international partners. There is no point in time where they form part of the management of the fund. In that case, if major donors will be contributing to the fund, it will be very unwise for them to be part of the management of that fund. Of course, it will be relevant. We report how we use the fund. But for them to manage how the fund is supposed to be used, I believe will reduce our function down. In that case, I concur with the replacement, and with what? Now Accountant General is named. Here, the Accountant General is a principal vote controller. In fact, it's not directly representing the government. It's there to control the fund. Now, having the person, I think that one is ideal. Now, one may argue again that we have representative of the government. Why don't we name that as the Accountant General? I think by default, there is an institution that is legally connected to this. I'm not trying to say exactly what the government is going to delegate, but by default, government knows well which institution is connected legally in trying to represent. To me, that may be the ministry responsible for legal matters. That has a role as far as this bill is concerned. And that is not connected to financial management. And by that, Accountant General is fitting to be here representing the donors and other partners.
We cannot agree more with you. In fact, what you have said is you have said it all. The government's responsibility for their representation. We don't have a say because we have no qualifications attached to it. They decide who to put there. ECOWAS, whom they will put there, we don't know. They will determine it. And whatever representation they are. But we as legislators, we know we are dealing with funds. Whether government wants it or the donors want it or the AG wants it or not, we are saying the Accountant General should be there as custodian of national funds. He's not going there. I am not taking him anymore. I am not. Look, before you, there are people I do not take, much more you.
Chair, this one is very important.
Please, and don't interrupt me. Please.
Chair,
other people's opinions are not important. Yours is the only opinion important. Now,
Chair.
honorable members,
Chair.
What I'm doing now is we are not going further.
Honorable Chair.
Who is talking?
Kia West.
Kiang, I'm not giving you floor. I have denied this man before you. Why would I give you?
Chair,
I have denied this other man before you. Why you? And you have had a chance to talk.
Chair, why are you very angry?
No. You are disturbing me unnecessarily.
No. I am not. I am requesting the floor from you. That's not disturbance.
I am saying no, and you are insisting. I am saying no, and you are insisting. When I said no to him, he never insisted. And he has never talked on this issue.
Is it wrong to tell you that I have an important thing to tell you?
You have a abstaining, please raise your tags. You've got it? The results, honorable members. Those in for the motion, that's removal of removal of representative of donors and adding the accountant general. Those in favor, 24. Those against, those who want it to remain as it is, 3. Abstentions, 3. So the ayes have it.
Sir, we have another proposal before us. So now.
Honorable Speaker, in that regard, sub 2 will have to be deleted.
If it means now sub 2 will be out. Sub 2 will be out. So it is sub 1 and then sub 3 will be 2. Honorable Attorney General. Sub 3 will be 2. Okay. And then we have some 4 proposed amendments on the same section. Proposed by Honorable nominated member Keba Lamfofana. The proposal is that for clause 30D be deleted. 30D, that is a representative of ECOWAS, be deleted. That's the proposal. He doesn't want ECOWAS to be on this panel. Pardon? Yeah.
I said from my explanation, you should appreciate ECOWAS is in this process should classify it as a partner, not a donor. So they are partner in management in everything that we do. So they are not a donor. So we are not listing them here as a donor, but because they are a partner and a stakeholder.
My worry is I think we discussed a lot on this ECOWAS thing. Up and down, until we now agree that we leave them. But we also agreed that we look at them individually. Wherever we think they should not be there, we delete them. And now the honorable nominated member is now saying, because of that, who is saying no? Woolley, don't say that. Somebody is suggesting it. You don't agree, listen. The member said we remove it. Yes, but he said until when we reach them, we will be dealing with them individually.
Just like this.
No, but honorable, when we agreed, we agreed that we will be looking at the merits of ECOWAS inclusion in the list, as case by case. That's what we agreed. He is now saying no, that proposal, he's seeing it differently now. Let's disagree with him. Honorable members. Oh, yes, honorable nominated member. Members want to know why you think it should be deleted.
Thank you, Chair. And I appreciate the explanation that is given by the Attorney General. And I wish I can stand by his side to support him. But this is my argument. For consistency purposes, like we are deleting the donors for very prudent reasons, very prudent ones. They're really providing the funds, but that do not give them a seat on the management level. So having heard that, yes, let me learn. Having heard that, I put on my third lens. What about ECOWAS? We are giving them the opportunity to sit on the selection panel, but should they have an eye into the management of those funds? Currently, we have a case in hand. A precedent has been set. GAMWorks is a case in hand. GAMWorks was created out of government good intention in the early 1990s. But when they were given the opportunity to work with international partners, today they are looking at themselves as a corporate entity outside the confines and control of what? Government. So to avoid such and be on a proactive stand, I believe we can allow ECOWAS to be on the other stratas of the implementation of both the SAM and the SPO, but let's have them out of the management of the funds. That's my argument. Thank you.
You know, the difference here, I think this has been explained. Gambia government alone could not create this office, this structure, because it has some international connections. And two, ECOWAS is different from donor partners in this case. ECOWAS is a partner. Together we are creating it. Donors, they will only come in to help if they choose to. We are doing it together with ECOWAS. That's what was explained during our first listings. So they are different from donor partners.
With your permission, Honorable Speaker, some of the funds to be managed here will be jointly raised with ECOWAS. So they have to be, we and ECOWAS will be accountable to the donors. So they should sit in the management of that funds, because fund is raised in their name. The institutions that will be created are going to be created with them.
And if without ECOWAS, you could not create this institution. So they are partners, unlike other donors. That's the difference. And if you remember, we argued, we talked and debated this issue. Very well briefing. But until when the Honorable Minister came up with this, we've all got confirmed. We say, but we will deal with it on merits. Yes?
I think for this one is very clear. As you rightly said, ECOWAS is not merely a donor, but a partner. And being a partner, you'll be involved in the raising of the fund. Therefore, the management of that fund will be part and parcel of that.
I still want to be convinced. What is the difference between a partner and a donor? I don't understand. I don't get it, Honorable Speaker.
Yeah, you wanted to know the difference.
Yes, I want a definition.
You have a right.
And a guarantee that the presidents in Gambia will not follow suit. Because we need to safeguard our institutions. If not, we will lose them. I want to agree with the minister, but there's a precedence in hand. That's why I'm trying to be proactive.
For the distinction
between ECOWAS and the partners and donors.
Well, broader definition of partner will include a donor, because they're supporting you to achieve an objective. But partnership in this real context means we conceive an activity with you, and we are throughout with you. We travel with you up to the end of it. It's not about funding, because the funding partners here, they have participation and partnership to support and provide the fund. ECOWAS, we conceive and implement with them. So right throughout the process. The distinction between the other example you are quoting is these institutions we are creating are all ad hoc. They are not meant to stay here for good. So there is no tendency of somebody hijacking them. They are being set up for a purpose. Once they discharge the function, they are disbanded. Office of the Special Prosecutor, once the key cases are prosecuted, the office closes down. In fact, if they couldn't complete some of their domestic trials, it will be transferred to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution. So these are all ad hoc arrangements. Once they complete their assignments, they will be disbanded.
Honorable Speaker, I humbly withdraw. Abaraka, withdrawn.
Honorable members, we have all noted the various amendments to this section, clause 30. Because it's now 30, we have only two clauses there. 31, A, B, C, D, E, and 32, that's the Fund Management Committee shall, 2 is A, B, and C. So it is proposed that clause 30, management of the fund, stand part of the bill as amended. Those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 31, audit of the fund.
Clause 31.
Clause 31.
Chair, clause 31.
What is the account for the funds? The proposal we have from Honorable Member for Upper Salum is on 31, clause 31.1. 31.1 reads, the accounts of the funds shall be audited by external auditors appointed by the Oversight Committee in consultation with the Auditor General. That's what we have in there. He is now saying that the accounts of the fund shall be audited by the Auditor General. Huh? Honorable, when you are ready, just raise your tag. That's his proposal. And before you come in, all of you come in, we will invite Honorable Mbo to justify his motion for a possible amendment.
Thank you very much, Chair. Now, if you look at Section 160 of the 1997 Constitution, subsection 1B, is saying the Auditor General shall satisfy himself or herself that money charged on the Consolidated Revenue Fund or other public fund or appropriated by an act of the National Assembly and expended has been applied for the purpose for which it was so charged or appropriated, and that expenditure conforms to the authority that governs it. This is really very clear. And again, that particular section actually can only relate to auditing what has been expended by the National Assembly or any other thing. And that's the reason why I think it should be done by the Auditor General.
Public funds have been allocated and the Auditor General is not auditing them.
You see that only in very rare cases, the Auditor General may appoint somebody else to do that, in very rare cases. Yes.
It's for you to know that the Auditor General may also not have the capacity to do all these things. And you have to then put in something that will make it, because if you say the Auditor General shall audit, that will come in. And remember also, these funds, they have interested parties involved. It's not only, there are funds that are sent here, usually the Auditor General don't audit them.
But we are trying to change that trajectory.
The Honorable, yeah, but that would depend, because you have your interest in what your money, where you put your money. Somebody else also has an interest in where they put their money.
Yes, but for the most part, Honorable
That's
Chair,
why I think the two in this particular case should consult to do the work.
Yes, that is correct. But for the most part, those donors, they are interested in audited accounts, whether done by the Auditor General or somebody else, but they are interested in those audited accounts. And in this particular instance, from the Constitution, I think it's very clear that the Auditor General must take charge of that. But if he decides to outsource that to somebody else due to capacity, then I think that should be okay.
Fair enough. But my problem is, don't just limit it there. Because even the Constitution goes to provide that the Auditor General should audit all these things. But it went further to say they can appoint external auditors to audit in their name. So if you just leave it there to this way, where the Auditor General is not free to do it, it becomes a hurdle.
Yes, Chair. If you put Auditor General there, whether he does it or somebody else does it, they do it on his behalf.
Chair.
So, exactly, on his behalf, yeah.
Chair.
No, but if you don't...
Chair.
Hold on. Hold on. You can go debate.
The chair on consultation. Chair.
Question here, that's what, you relied on the provisions of the Constitution. And it is the supreme law. There are concerns being raised. But those concerns, that's what we are trying to find a solution to. We have almost agreed. What your request can be met, that the audited accounts, the funds shall be audited by the Auditor General, or he's appointed
by an auditor, or an auditor appointed by him.
Or an auditor appointed by him or her. I think that satisfies. Though in the Audit Act, they have those powers to do it, but to be on the safeguard and to satisfy all interested parties, I think it's the same thing to add that. Are we fine? Yes, Honourable Member for Woodley.
What I suggested is that the accounts of the fund shall be audited by external auditors appointed by the Auditor General in consultation with the Oversight Committee. That's what I have suggested. Because, what do you mean no? You are the deciding factor. So let the external auditors be appointed by the Auditor General, but let it be in consultation with the oversight body.
The Constitution does not provide for any consultations by the Auditor General to audit accounts. It is the independence. So, but the Constitution also provides that the Accountant General can appoint somebody to go and do it. So I think that if we don't want to contravene that section of the Constitution, I think we should be able to make do with the Auditor General shall audit the accounts of the districts, or an auditor appointed by him or her. Simple.
Yes, I think that's fine, Chair.
Any more? So where is it? It says the accounts of the auditor shall be audited by.
You delete all that. Delete all that up to here.
No, I will just leave. I will add. Shall be audited by the. Are we now all on one page? 31. One is amended to read as the accounts of the fund shall be audited by the Auditor General or an auditor appointed by him or her.
Honorable Speaker, with your permission, clause 2, we are proposing changes for clause 2.
Clause 2?
Yes.
There are proposed changes for clause 2. Can we hear the Honorable Minister?
31.2. If you read it as it is, there is no duty bearer. I said copies of the audited accounts or financial statements shall be submitted to the National Assembly, the Minister and ECOWAS Secretariat, and shall be published on the Special Accountability Mechanism website. So no duty bearer. We are proposing to change it as follows. A copy of the audited financial statements shall be submitted by the special prosecutor, because he is the head of the office, to the Minister of Justice for onward transmission to the National Assembly and ECOWAS Secretariat. Because the prosecutor cannot come to Assembly. So the prosecutor will submit the audited statements of account to the Minister, a copy of the audited financial statements, shall be submitted by the special prosecutor to the Minister of Justice. Of the audited a copy of the audited financial statements shall be submitted by the special prosecutor to the Minister of Justice for onward transmission to the National Assembly and the ECOWAS Secretariat. For onward submission to the National Assembly and the ECOWAS Secretariat. The ECOWAS Secretariat and the ECOWAS Secretariat. A copy of the audited financial statements shall be submitted by the special prosecutor to the Minister of Justice for onward submission to the National Assembly and the ECOWAS Secretariat. Full stop. We have a new tree which is sought up. A copy of the report may be published on the Ministry of Justice website. Yes.
Before, now it's going to have a 3.
Yes. Yes. The short one. That's the publication on the website.
31.
A copy of the report may be published on the Ministry of Justice's website.
31 sub 3. A copy, Honorable.
In fact, should that even be a statutory requirement? Honorable Speaker, I agree with your clerk. I don't think we should make that a statutory requirement. Publication on the web, once we submit it in the National Assembly, is a public document. So we can upload it as a matter of choice, but it shouldn't be a statutory requirement. It's okay. I will withdraw the 3. Yeah.
Honorable members, 31 audit of the fund, one was amended, we are all aware, and two is amended to read, a copy of the audited financial statements shall be submitted to the special prosecutor. To be submitted by the special prosecutor to the Minister of Justice for onward transmission to the National Assembly and ECOWAS Secretariat. So, honorable members, it is proposed that clause 31, audit of the fund, stand part of the bill as amended. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 32, tax exemption.
Yes. Yes. Yes, I just want to get clarification from the minister on this particular one. The funds shall be exempt from payment of taxes. What exactly does it mean? Is it that the staff that are working there also will be exempted from paying taxes? Or what exactly is this clause trying to do?
No, the fund. It didn't say the staff.
No, but the fund itself doesn't pay taxes until something is done to the fund.
Yes.
Just merely receiving the fund doesn't indicate that it has to be taxed. There's something must be done with the fund to create that kind of tax on it.
Yeah, like when you say the fund is exempted from tax, if you use the fund to buy furniture, to buy vehicles for the operation of the office, those ones the fund cannot be charged for tax. So when expenditures of the fund pursuant to the activities for which the fund is meant for, that is what we are talking about here.
That's exactly my issue, because of the people that are working in that institution needs to pay taxes. Because if you generalize it right now, it may mean not only utilization to buy furniture or computers.
But in that case, it is not the fund that is being taxed. You're paying as you earn. The tax there is the person earning, not the fund.
Exactly. Now, if the funds come, you buy a vehicle for the project, you tax exempted. You buy furniture, equipment. But if you pay salaries to some people, they will pay as you earn tax. That's what, Minister, you are saying.
No.
Honorable Minister?
Chair.
Hold on, Honorable Minister, is that what is it?
No.
Because the income tax is not taxing the fund, it's taxing the person's income, the person who is getting the income.
But I hope they will not go and rely on this to be saying that they are tax exempted and therefore they don't pay income tax.
Yes, Chair.
That's not what the law is saying.
Chair.
But the law said the fund is exempt from tax.
No, the
interpretation can differ if you are not specific.
Now, Chair.
Well, for me, my understanding is the government itself doesn't pay tax to itself. But when we are paid salaries from government funds, we pay tax.
Yes, Chair.
And the fund here cannot be meant by the salaries of people.
Chair.
I understand. But the fund here, the contribution from ECOWAS, contribution from Gambian government, using it to use for the operation of the office, you cannot ask them to pay tax for that.
Chair.
That's the thing. Tax, like what you said, furnitures or vehicles or yes. Yeah. Of course, salary is what you earn.
Chair. Let's remember this thing. There is only one fund, and the fund is generated from government, from ECOWAS, and from other partners. There's only one fund that they have. And Gambia government fund, when given to some institutions to buy something, they pay taxes, like the National Human Rights Commission. When funds are given to them to buy vehicle or whatever, they pay taxes. Because they have only one fund. They may receive donation, but the donation also with the appropriate fund from the parliament together comprise of only one fund for the institution. So how do we differentiate? That this is coming from ECOWAS, this is coming from whoever. How do we differentiate that?
What they are saying is, wherever the fund comes from, tax exemption for material purchases. But when it comes to salary, wherever it comes from, the pay is paid. Income tax is paid, wherever it comes from. What they are looking for exemption from, what I understand is, if for instance it comes, they want to buy vehicles. If they buy vehicles, cost it comes, those vehicles will be tax exempted.
Yes, but I think that would be illegal, Chair.
That would be?
Illegal. Because when you give funds to National Human Rights Commission, for example, they go and buy a vehicle, they pay taxes on that vehicle.
Honorable, I don't think it will be illegal. Government has a right and Parliament has a right to legislate to exempt people from tax.
In fact, it's very clear in the Constitution.
So if you, yes, even people who, you have goods coming in, you look for tax waivers are coming. And it's not even here with us. So what they are saying is this is a special prosecutor's office and a limited funds, and that we are going to have donor funds and our own funds to carry it out, and that we will exempt them from paying tax so that the funds can be utilized to help in the whole process.
Chair.
Chair. Yes, let's have somebody else. Yes.
Member for Sabasanja.
Member for Sabak.
Yes, I think to allay those fears of paying tax when they are buying vehicles, we might consider looking at Section 36. When we reach there, it says the Special Prosecutor's Office shall apply the principles, procedures, and rules set by the Gambia Public Procurement Act 2022 in all its procurements. And if you look at that act, you have what you call withholding tax and the like. So obviously, if they are buying vehicles, they must pay taxes. Yes.
It's equally important for everybody to know, so that it is not misinterpreted to mean something differently. And in interpretations, usually you take into cognizance the intention of the lawmakers. What the intention is. So here, what I understand is that exemptions will be for purchases and all these things. But the fears of income tax, pay tax, it will be deducted and it will be paid for. That's what is said. Huh? Yeah, pardon? What? Say, take your mic, please.
It's emphasizing your point that we are on agreement on that. That's what you are saying. That's what you're saying. Yes.
All right.
So let's move.
Chair.
Oh, Joshua, yes?
Honorable Speaker, I think this is very clear with regards to the funds that have been exempted from tax. When it comes to tax exempt on funds, anything that is being procured, being procurement, being contracts, anything that with regards to those funds are exempted from paying tax. So, I don't think we should...
Yeah, Chair.
You are in agreement?
Chair.
So, yes?
No, I'm here.
Who else?
Yes, I'm here. Right,
Honorable Mbo.
Yes. No, the problem I have is the funds shall be exempt from payment of all taxes. That's my problem. Because all taxes did not create any exemption. And if you want to create exemption, then let's make sure it's there.
No, he just said, not on this one. Yes, on my majority leader.
Our understanding is that the funds that are given to the office should be exempted, should not be taxed. Now, we said that issue of procurement of vehicles or anything in relation to the operational running of the office should not be taxed. So we could also qualify that further to say anything that could be used for the operation of the office should not be taxed.
I think that's how it is interpreted. But his concern is that that's not what is captured probably in the text. He's saying that he's claiming that the funds shall be exempt from payment of all taxes. So I therefore ask him, so far we have agreed with the intent. Has he any suggestions? That's what you are working on that, honorable member. Yeah, while he works on that, why don't we continue and look at the next one? Khalifa, we proceed to 33, then we come back to 32.
Clause 33, financial management and accountability.
It is you said you have something. Yes, I have There is a proposal here also, and it's from, it's come from Upper Salum again. For 33, he wants, 33 has 1, 2. He wants us to add 3. And that would be the approved budget of Special Prosecutor's Office shall be sent to the National Assembly. The budget. The audited accounts, guys. But what would be the need for sending the budget to the National Assembly?
Yes, because we appropriate funds for them on every financial year. There's a need for us to see exactly the budget that actually they have and what we need to give them.
I think that we should base it on the audited financial statements.
No. This is before we read the audits. We are talking about
we don't even receive budgets from other institutions.
We do.
Budgets.
We do.
Honorable Bo, I think that will be a budget under the Ministry of Justice. We've done the TRRCs, we have done all the commissions. The contribution is a budget line under the Ministry of Justice because it's a mixed fund. So government's own contribution will come under the line ministry's budget line. Yeah. And then we take it from there and contribute to it. The rest of the funds will be provided by the donors. The agencies themselves traditionally, for all the TJ process, we have not been bringing either JANE Commission or TRRC budget to the Assembly. The money is allocated to Ministry of Justice and we run these structures, yeah.
That's fine.
I think you are okay, Honorable. Yeah, it is proposed that clause 33, financial management and accountability, stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. An honorable member for Upper Salum, anytime you are ready, just call my attention. Honorable. Upper Salum. Yeah, anytime you are ready, call my attention. Khalifa, we go to 34.
34, staffing requirements.
It is where? On 34. Huh? Yes, can you come up?
Yes, Chair. If you look at the sentence, it is combustion. And where they join it, it gives the impression that by doing the first one, then you'll be able to attain adequate resources, etc., etc. So I'm suggesting that we break it into two so that it does not create that confusion. And
two sentences or into two parts?
Into two parts, A and B. 34, maybe we say 34A, 34B. And the A would be the special prosecutor shall be responsible for ensuring
34.1 and 34.2. No, we cannot have A now. A would only come in when we have a 2. You cannot have 34.1. Then when you have 1A and B, you must have 2. So you can only have 34.1 and 34.2, sub 2. Yes. So you said, let's read it, honorable members. Let somebody read it for us. Read it.
The special, you mean what is already there? The special prosecutor, in consultation with the senior management team, shall determine staffing requirements, including the number and qualifications of prosecutors, investigators, and support staff, to ensure that the special prosecutor's office has adequate resources and ability to effectively perform its functions and deliver its mandate within a reasonable time and in a manner consistent with the interests of justice. Yes. So if you read the top part, then it gives you the impression that if you do that, that's what is going to give you the adequate resources and all that, when it is not that. So my suggestion is that the one will be.
I think you seem to be right, because you are talking about a prosecutor in consultation with the senior management team shall determine staffing requirements. That's the key, staffing requirements, including the number and qualifications of prosecutors, etc. And then you go to ensure that Special Prosecutor's Office has adequate resources. That has nothing to do. Has adequate staffing, has adequate staff, it will make sense. But adequate resources, when you're talking about that, and I think if it means that, it means we have to break it, as you said, or we remove the whole thing. We remove where you talk with staff, support staff, we stop there and they remove the rest to remove the ambiguity.
Support staff.
Yeah, you know where it says, no, if in fact to ensure that the Special Prosecutor's Office has adequate, for instance, staff and ability to effectively perform its functions and deliver the mandate. But that's the essence of the staffing. So it was always necessary. So it's just to stop at staff, prosecutors, investigations, and support staff, full stop, and the rest goes out.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that would, yeah, I think that, Honorable Minister, are you comfortable with us?
It makes sense.
Yes, I really have no objection.
So, honorable members, clause 34 would stop on the third line.
Speaker, Chairman.
Yes, who is talking? Talindi, yes.
I just want to look at it this way. Suppose the adequate resources is talking about human resources. Yes, so it's not financial.
We are removing all that. Because the purpose of staffing is to ensure that you perform those things. So if we just stop at the third line where you have and support staff, full stop. And support staff, full stop. And the rest goes out. Are we comfortable? All right, so honorable members, it is proposed that clause 34, staffing requirements, stand part of the bill as amended. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Chair, I'm ready.
You are ready?
Yes.
And what is your proposal?
I have two proposals. One reads, with the exception of taxes on salary and advances, the fund shall be exempt from taxes. With the exception of taxes on salary and allowances, the fund shall be exempt from taxes. The other, second suggestion is, with the exception of payee and other statutory staff tax obligations, the utilization of the fund shall be exempt from taxes.
Honorable Speaker, with your permission. Well, the second one is a non-starter. The first one, too, I think we can exempt salaries. Some project funds, in fact, some donors wouldn't allow their funds to go into salaries, but they can pay allowances. And the donor might have the specific condition that my funding should not be taxed by government. So, in that regard, we can exempt allowances, but salaries can be taxed. Because any donor who is willing to pay salaries, we will tell you that salaries are taxed. But there are certain allowances that are not taxed traditionally in this country.
Yeah, but what,
yes.
Our contribution, our Gambia government contribution, should be used, and the donor contributions and others be used for the other thing.
The thing is, some of the caliber of staff we'll be hiring here will be expatriate standard, international standard. Gambia government cannot afford the salaries. In fact, it is risky for us to even mention salaries. We are looking at a prosecutor that has international standing, because we'll be prosecuting international crimes. We are looking at an investigator who is of international standing with forensic capability. We don't have those expertise in the country. We are looking at those kind of staff whose salaries will run into huge amounts. Most likely, Gambia government may not even be paying the salaries. So in that regard, if their salaries are specifically project funded, it will not be taxed.
Very clear. I think what probably we can do is, we are exempting them from tax except pay tax. Now, if, for instance, it's paid outside by don't know these things, then that's their problem. But our concern is if it is to be paid from the Gambia government revenue, they should pay tax. I think that's your concern. Mbo? May I hear you?
Honorable Speaker, Joshua.
Yes.
Sorry.
For me, is this. If the funds are going to come from Gambia government, they must be taxed. That must be taxed. But if the funds are coming from somewhere else, and the condition of the fund is that you cannot use it for salary, whatever it is, I'm fine. Because normally, you know, the international concern now, they have started paying taxes also here. So.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I believe that taxation should be applied, whether the salaries are paid by the donors or the Gambia government. I mean, tax is the lifeblood of the country. Now, it will be up to the donors to compensate their staff, but we should not exempt their payee from tax, no matter where the payment of, the salaries and allowances are coming from. Tax should be compulsory. Gambians working outside are paying tax. So I think that's one area that we also have to stand as a people and ensure it is done. You know, and the other thing we are neglecting is the parliament approval on these waivers. I think that area also we need to look at it. As and when it's happening, do we add a layer to say with parliamentary approval? You know, because tax is very, very important. But there should be tax, whether from the consolidated fund or donor funding. But the tax element needs to be applied. Thank you.
The legal luminaries are telling me is that for them they are satisfied with this. This means that even with this, fund payee will be paid, will be deducted from salaries. This is talking about the fund and its expenditure on all of these things. And that's the agreements we had. But they still believe that that is what it means. Huh? Yes, you have something different?
No, he said we leave it as it is.
No, somebody, Sabak Sanjal.
Yes, I want to say we leave it as it is.
Yes, okay. Honorable Mbo, you are in agreement now?
Yes, let's go.
Huh?
Chair.
All right, Chair. All right, okay.
Chair, it's me.
Now, no, if we are not in agreement, we vote.
No, Chair, I want to be guided.
Please. You know, we have debated this particular issue on and off. Now, it's your decision now. You decide now. The funds shall be exempt from payment of all taxes. The proposal is that it be changed to the funds shall be exempted from payment of taxes except salaries and allowances. That's most motion. So those who are in support of changing the text to include except salaries and allowances, raise your tax. Sorry, yeah. Those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Those against? No. The noes have it. The noes have it. No, that's not for your determination. That's what your right is. Division. All right, let's vote quickly. Those in support of most motion, that is, we amend it to put exempt payment of salaries, raise your tax. With more.
Where are you?
Now, those not, honorable members, please, those against the motion that is be left as it is, raise your tags. 15. You have got the number? You've got the number?
Yes, yes.
Those abstaining, abstentions. Huh? Have you got it?
0.
Give me. Ale?
Yeah, this one.
Results. Those in favor, that's those in support of Mbo's motion, 5. Those against, 15. Abstentions, 0. The noes have it.
We move now.
We left as it is.
Yes.
We now go to 35, yes?
Clause 35, remuneration.
It is proposed that clause 35, remuneration, stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 36, procurement.
It is proposed that clause 36, procurement, stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 37, establishment and composition of the Special Prosecutor's Office Oversight Committee.
We have a proposal on 37 from the member for Fonyi Kansala. He said this whole process is meant to be an independent and transparent process. However, going by section 37, which provides for the inclusion of a government representative and 2 international experts selected by the minister, is a clear intention on the side of the executive to hijack and politicize the whole process. I suggest that independent selection panel to do the selection of the 2 international experts. You should, this is not a proposal. You should have come out with a proposal. Honorable member for Kansala. Now you have not, your proposal should be here. You analyzed, but what is your proposal? What are you proposing now? May we hear your proposal then?
Yeah, I want the independent panel to do the selection of the 2 experts, international experts, instead of the minister. That is section 23, the independent selection panel, to do the selection of those 2 experts. 23 years.
But those people have a specific task. And you are talking about
yes.
Establishment and composition of the Special Prosecutor's Office Oversight Committee. Nobody can do that for government. How can somebody do that for government? The government who has created the whole institution. You want? Yes. Huh? Yes, somebody is shouting. All right, yes? Okay. It is proposed that clause 37 stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 38, functions of the Oversight Committee.
It is, we have 38, a proposal from Upper Salum. He wants us to delete C. He said the whole thing is the Oversight Committee, A, B, C shall appoint independent external auditors to audit the operations of the fund, the financial management of the Special Prosecutor's Office, and receive the audited financial statements.
We should delete that.
Yeah, we should delete it. That one we have just agreed. Yeah. So, yes, please. You are not in agreement with deletion? No, the member for Woodley. No, we are now, let's complete this. Let's complete each by. We are deleting she. And renumbering the whole thing. Yes. D becomes C. And, yes, who is saying? Scare? Sabak Sangyal, yes?
Yes, I'm saying that we delete part of it, but not all. Because if we delete it, we are contradicting ourselves in under section 33. What is section 33, where it says the special prosecutor shall prepare and submit an annual budget proposal outlining the estimated financial requirement for the ensuing fiscal year to the Fund Management Committee, the Minister, and the Oversight Committee.
That is completely different.
No.
This one is saying the Oversight Committee shall appoint an independent external auditors. We have already said the Auditor General will do that.
Okay, Honorable Speaker, on that, I've just got a consultation from my end here. We could maintain it and without conflicting with the earlier one, because in the event this fund could be a big fund with different funds included in it. If there is a need for another external audit to be done on the fund, other than Auditor General's auditing, this committee will be the competent authority to do that appointment. It could be a parallel process, not necessarily in conflict with the earlier one. So we have already mandated Auditor General to perform his audits, but nothing stops the donors insisting on certain audit to be carried out. And in that case, the Oversight Committee can do that.
Honorable members, you heard him.
So the drafters are saying, we say without prejudice to the section there we give the power to the Auditor General. We say without prejudice to that section, the committee may appoint independent auditors.
The Oversight Committee shall appoint.
Yes. So we just need to refer to that section. Quickly give us 31.1. So that was 31.1.
31.1.
31.1.
So that's where the Auditor General was designated to do the audit. So we can open this paragraph by saying without prejudice to 31.1, section 31.1.
Honorable members, we are inviting your comments. The Attorney General is saying that following consultations, this particular clause could be left there without problems. But we would add something to it. So far, we have already authorized the Auditor General to be auditing or appoint external auditors to audit, but without prejudice to that section. Yet, if there is need or there are donors whose funds are there and they want to know these things, this committee can select these things to do the audit for them. That's the explanation, am I right? Yes. We want your comments. Then it means we are fine with it. Then pardon? Yes? But you call my attention, Keba. Yes, go ahead.
Sorry, Honorable Speaker.
Go ahead.
Honorable Speaker, I just have reservations because Section 160 of the Constitution is clear. And it's my strong conviction that the prerogative to delegate should be vested in the Auditor General. That is to say, it should be his mandate to say, yes, I am going to do it, or no, I will delegate and appoint other auditing firms to do it on my behalf. But bringing another parallel auditing process to the one that will be done by the Auditor General's office, I don't believe it will be an efficient process. Thank you.
Honorable, what he is saying actually is the Auditor General would continue to audit or appoint external auditors to audit. He has nothing to do with this one. And wherever he should report, he will do his presentations. He is saying that in case, for instance, a donor has put in some money, a large amount of money, and they want the account to be audited, this committee can appoint auditors to audit and they give it to the donor. This is what I think you are saying. This is what they are saying. That's why we will include to say that without prejudice to section 31(1)(a),
Chair,
the oversight committee shall continue.
Can I come in, Chair?
Yes, come in. Yes, come in. Then I will give you the chance.
Honorable Chair, with all fairness, I think the final product of the auditing exercise done by the Auditor General should be respected by all partners. This is the highest auditing office in our country. I mean, should the donors require a specific audit, they can still instruct or call for the service of the Office of the Auditor General, and he should be in a position to do it. And if at all he cannot, as I said earlier on, that should be at his prerogative to hire another firm. But to say that the donors can be at liberty to request for a specific audit, I don't believe that will help in the strengthening of our institutions. You know, we have the National Audit Office, and they should be empowered as enshrined in the Constitution. Whatever audit the donors might require, they have the capacity to perform it. Thank you.
One thing is there, if somebody puts his money, yes, honorable member, it should become a South?
South.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Honorable Chair. I think in line with the Honorable nominated member, if you look at the current status, even all the audit that has been done by external auditors is delegated to them through the Auditor General, who later claim the ownership of those reports to be report to the National Assembly or any other oversight institution. So if you bring in this thing, this may create a kind of floodgate for them to appoint other external donors in the absence of the Auditor General. As he rightly said, since that institution is established primarily to take care of the audit issues of the country, and they should be empowered. If it is going to be outsourced, let still the Auditor General come into play to appoint an audit firm so that it will be in one line instead of Auditor General in his own area and you appoint another external auditors.
Honorable, you know, there are two sides to this coin. One is the Auditor General will continue to audit. No problems with that. There may be a need that a donor has pumped in $50 million. And once that money the accounts to be audited to know where his money is gone to. That is a probability. So what we can do to amend this section is, we can remove section 3C. You know, here it says oversight committee shall, which is mandatory. We will remove it from there, and after E, we can have, we can call this 38(1) A, B, C, D, E. Then we have 38(2). There we can now say, without prejudice to this thing, the oversight committee may appoint. Have you seen me? Because if you leave it where it is, it says the oversight committee shall. We will remove it from where it is, so that this one will become the oversight committee shall A, B, the C will no longer be there, and the D would be C, and then the E would be D, and it stops there. Then we have 2. 2 will be without prejudice to section 31(1), the oversight committee may, not this time shall, may appoint these accounts and do that. That's where the need arises. They appoint their own and then do after it. That is a possible compromise.
Speaker, I just want to believe that even the oversight committee, they are partners with the Auditor General Department, and they do all the auditing. So outsourcing it, let that be primarily, even if there is 100 million that is pumping into the project. And we need it to be audited. And that should be a matter of urgency for the Auditor General. If they are incapacitated, the Auditor General still, with that mandate he has, he can outsource it, rather than allowing the oversight body to appoint external auditors.
Honorable, when donors or partners put in money, they have their own terms. You will see that somebody will will give us a fund, even a loan, not a fund, sir, not even giving us grant, but a loan. And he will say that loan, if you are doing this, it will be international bid, not only Gambia. It will say this loan, this thing must this thing. And it's a loan, and we agree to it. People where they put their monies, they want to know. That's why government wants to know, because some payments are from the Consolidated Revenue Fund. But some people also want to know their own. So where that exists, it means you may discourage donor funds from coming in. And we cannot handle it. I don't know. Anyway, let's debate it and find out. Yes, who is that? Nominated member, Keva. Honorable members, do you have opinions on this?
Honorable Speaker,
yeah.
not to upset the capacity of the private auditing firms, but as a member of FPAC, I will tell you, the most reliable audited financial statements we receive nowadays are from the National Audit Office. I'm not saying this.
Honorable member, that is with the presumption that when we say independent external auditors, it's not limited to the Gambian jurisdiction. Some of these funders may be big funds, and they may even require international recognized firms to come and carry out an audit.
Okay.
So we are not only limiting to auditing firms in the Gambia.
Okay.
So
he has a right to believe the auditor general. Others have a right. Those that you don't believe, some people believe them.
Can I complete, Honorable Speaker? Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker. Yes. Can I continue? As I said earlier on, not to upset the quality of audit done by independent audit firms in this country, but the best we have is the National Audit Office. And again, this is the highest law-making organ in this country. We should not contravene constitutional provisions. It should be our mandate to strengthen institutions that are created by an act of the National Assembly. If donors want their funds to be audited, I think, by all fairness, the onus lies on us to tell them what we are doing as a country and the competence we have. And I strongly believe when that is done and the responsibility is given to NAO, it will not be discouraging auditors. In fact, they will start believing in our institutions. The main reason they want to go out is because they do not believe that we have strong institutions. And it is about time we start demonstrating that our institutions are working and we can take care of what funds given to us. That is when we will command confidence, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Speaker, let me help to clarify this. I think Honorable Member is a financial-minded person. Donors sometimes get their auditors traveling into this country, and they will give sectors notice that we are expecting auditors, and because you have benefited from this amount of funding, those auditors will come and as they pursue the funds, just like Auditor General will pursue all government funds to wherever it goes. These donors too may have some auditors that may be pursuing their funds wherever it goes. So us insisting that only national audit should carry out audit, we will be excluding partners who may want their own independent auditors to audit their funding. So we should not do that. Because we're saying, give me your money, but on our terms. No. Is their money? I think this is just about accountability. If they want any other kind of accountability, in addition to ours, I think that's okay. We have already accepted that Auditor General will audit. But we should not stop somebody who is the partner, who puts his money, and say, look, I have, maybe they're also under another statutory obligation to bring a different audit firm. So we should not exclude that.
Honorable, I think most of you probably might not have listened to my proposal. You know, I said here on section 38(1), reads, the oversight committee shall. That becomes mandatory. So what we are going to do is we are going to remove 3C from 31(1) A, B, the C will be out. It will end up at E, and E will be D. Then the C now, we are going to create 2. And we will now say, without prejudice to section 31, that where we have, the Auditor General as this thing, without prejudice, the Oversight Committee may do A, B, C, D again. That is on basis of request. They can do it. That has no,
yes, that's good.
Huh?
Yes, we want to add that the Auditor General has the first bite of the chair, and then in addition to that audit, if the donors wish, then they can.
No, but you know, the Auditor General shall. This one, you are saying that these things may, on this
means
may.
The way it is, if you put it that way simplicity, that means they cannot both run their simultaneous audits.
They cannot vote?
They can both run simultaneous audits. I'm in for the proposal. I'm saying that it's without prejudice and in addition to.
But you know where the difference comes in? Yours is may, somebody is mandatory.
No, I understand.
The mandatory one comes before the other one.
Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Speaker.
I'm in agreement with the proposal. Create a sub 2, a sub 1, and also a new 2, and we move on, please. As you said.
You see, the interpretation of this one is the custodian of the Honorable.
No,
if you want to do something, you must come through a formal way to do it. You just don't come and say the law says.
Honorable Speaker, question.
Let me write that and put it up and let members to hear, and then we hear you. So the first thing is section 38 now will have 38.1. 38.1, the proposal, 38.1. And 1A, you have seen 1A, and 1A is put in place and accountability. Then you have 1B, you have seen it, that is to ensure that the Special Prosecutor's Office, etc. 1C is no more there. 1D will now be 1C. And then 1E will now be 1D. Then we have a new clause, subclause, sub 2. A sub 2 is now. Here, it is in addition to and without prejudice to section 31(1). The Oversight Committee may appoint independent external auditors to audit, etc., etc.
Chair, can we be more specific? That would be a long route. We should be specific on to which funds.
Can you explain what I have said? What is proposal?
Yeah.
Can you explain it?
No, it's a long route.
No, but you should understand whether it's 10 routes or not. You should first understand. If you don't understand, say, let me repeat, you understand. That's more important. You don't always look for shortcuts. It's dangerous. What I'm saying is, honorable members, the concerns of the honorable member for Upper Salon, his fears, and the honorable nominated member are taken into account. Now, here where it is now, it becomes mandatory for them, for the Oversight Committee to do it. We are removing it from that section first. So it will no longer be there because we are now numbering it 38.1 and we are going to have 38.2. Now, after 38(1), B, C, D, we are going to have 38(2), where this C will be put in. And that one will now read, in addition to, and without prejudice to Section 31(1), that's where we are saying that the Auditor General shall audit. The Oversight Committee may, no more shall. You understand? And then we continue.
Honorable Speaker, can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
I strongly want to agree with you, but after knowing the intention as to why we are creating Section 32(2), 38(2), if I may ask, how would saying without prejudice, and how would saying without prejudice and completing with the Oversight Committee may appoint external auditors really safeguard the responsibilities of the Auditor General as they are stipulated in Section 31(1), after knowing the intention of the drafters?
Yes, you know, the mandatory nature of the Auditor General is maintained, and this one is in addition, and without prejudice to it, and this one will take care of, because donors want to, if you are putting your money, why is government insisting that Auditor General shall audit? Because the government money. Unless we don't want donor funds. If we don't want donor funds, we cannot leave the Auditor General. If we don't want, we can say, if somebody says we are going to, we say no, then take your fund. But we need the funds. And where you put your money, you need to get the accounts of that. And so far, we are not afraid of it, because we don't, both the government or any audit donor, none of us want embezzlement or fraud. So why are we afraid of auditing? But it must not override the Auditor General. That's what we should be careful of. He has the upper hand and he has the say. So, but if you are a donor and you want these people to appoint for you to know something, let them come and give you your own. Huh? You cannot be a third world country and you want to be so independent. It's not possible. You will not survive. You sometimes compromise on certain things. So, as let me read it. Where is it? This is the one? Me. Huh? Huh? So, I think you people have. You are fine. Huh? Without prejudice to Section 3. And in addition,
the Oversight Committee may.
That's the decision.
Yes.
And not this one.
Not this one.
So, honorable members, the clerk, office of the clerk and table office will take the proposed amendments. But as I said, Section 38 is renumbered. It will be 38(1)A, 1A, 1B. No, that 1C is, the one there now is moved. 1D will be 1C, and 1E will be 1D. You've got that. And we now have 38(2). And 38(2) would read, let me say it again, without prejudice to Section 31(1). Sorry, 31, no, prejudice, Auditor General's appointment. Without prejudice to Section 31(1).
No, 31.
31(1), the appointment of the right of the Auditor General to audit. Without prejudice to Section 31(1). And in addition to the power of the Auditor General to audit public funds, the Oversight Committee may continue with C, blah, 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 until it's finished. Huh? We are comfortable now.
Yes.
Yes? Pardon?
Brother is there.
May continue. Yeah. Yes? You are confused.
contradicting themselves to those that are responsible. No, but no, but they will have access to the reports from the Auditor General. Why do you need to have a separate body to audit again? The Auditor General will now submit the reports of the audited accounts to the said international body that is interested on this.
Is there, and it's not double. It's not double. Those people, whoever may audit from outside for those people, we are not interested. The government, the Auditor General is not interested, and the government is not interested in that. We have already got our audit. Finish. They have put in their money. They have a right to know where their money is right.
Honorable Chair.
Chair.
Honorable Chair.
Why are we going to waste unnecessary time on this?
No,
if we want to continue, let's just say we don't want donor support. And then we will continue.
The problem
you are insisting on Auditor General because your money is there. No, if your money is not there, how would the Auditor General audit and give you?
Chair, do you have a separate account for donors? No. I think the accounts, you have only one funding.
But when the Auditor General is auditing, he's auditing donors' accounts also. Why? Is that their money? That's why the auditors also, when they are auditing, they will find your money and they will audit and to know basically.
Honorable Speaker, once it is given to us, we own it now. It is serving our purpose. And there are a lot of donor-funded projects, even in our country.
Once it's given to?
If the donor support that are coming in, you look at all these projects that are here, they are audited by the Auditor General.
Honorable.
And even the donors are aware of that.
Honorable.
In fact, there is one thing.
Honorable. You may have this thing without any donors being satisfied with the Auditor General's audit. And therefore this thing may not apply. But where they want it, you cannot prevent it. The donor will give you money. They will loan you, not even give you money, and give you conditions. And those conditions you apply by, and yet you are going to pay that money. Much more money that is given to you free of charge.
Okay.
You are given money and said you cannot appoint your own local people to it. It must be international tender. And these things must be purchased from this place. And this thing must be done this way. You do it.
Honorable Speaker, we have been receiving a lot of donor fundings that are audited by the Auditor General. And even all these conditions, they are satisfied with it. Except in a case where if they are not satisfied with it, we can look at the other way around. But currently, that's how it stands. And it's a constitutional provision.
Honorable, that's what we are saying. If that continues, it's fine. Then there will be no need. That's why it is made. But if they don't know request for it, then we have to make it before we lose it. That's all what we are saying. What is the unnecessary? The problem is, Honorable, to be honest, is if we don't want some of these things, we still anticipate to get money from outside. But you are eager to do this because it's your money. That's why you are concerned. If it is funds that the government has not put anything, will you be concerned? You will not be concerned. So if others also put their money, my brother, it's just fair that they want to know what is happening. It's just natural. Somebody talked about this place. Kafugenya, did it? Partners. We are still battling with GAMWORKS. GAMWORKS, you don't even audit them. Their audit accounts don't even come to you. And that one, government pays almost everything. Yes. Yes.
Chair. Chair.
Clause 38. Functions of the Oversight Committee stand part of the bill as amended. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Who is sitting next to you? Sabak Sanyal. Yeah, what is your problem?
Allow me to learn. If you have the Auditor General's report, audited accounts reports before you, and you have another one from an international body before you, which are speaking two different things, which one will stand now?
Honorable, sit down, because you've made an opinion and you are no longer listening. You are no longer listening. Because the Kama South, I just finished with him on the same issue. There is no double reporting. Nowhere is double reporting. And you will never see that report that is prepared in case I don't know partner request for auditing. That is not your business. You are not even interested. The Auditor General's report is the only one you will see. And that's the only one you will rely on. But the donor wants to know the account, where he puts his money, how it went. Also, he wants somebody to do it for him. What is your problem?
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair. No, wait.
Honorable, I am not encouraging this.
Chair.
Put it to a vote.
No, Chair, we vote.
No, you know, no, what I'm saying,
we have voted already.
I'm going to put it to a question. If you are not in agreement, we vote and we move. Some of you will not give, you will not even be able, you go and blame the delay on some people. You cannot give money. People are putting their money, you don't want them to know what's happening there.
Honorable Speaker, that's an unfair statement.
We have voted already.
No, there is nowhere.
Honorable Speaker, observation.
They have called for a division.
No, that's an unfair statement.
It is proposed that clause 38 of functions of the Oversight Committee stand part of the bill as amended. Those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those not in favor, please say no. No. The ayes have it. No, place your tag and tell me what you want. Who is saying it? I want to know who. Nominated member, division. Now let's count. I put it to the vote now. Where is Khalifa? Now, those in favor of the proposed amendment that I read to you, please raise your tax and leave it there until it is counted.
Why don't you say it clearly?
You said it.
What we are voting for?
I said those who in for the motion, the proposed amendments I proposed. What do you want me to say again? Pardon? Pardon? The motion. Those against the motion, that's those who don't, those who are not in support of the proposal and that they want clause C to be deleted completely. Say, raise your tax.
Chair.
You got it? Those who are abstaining, abstentions. Now, the result. 26 and 0. 26 0. Those in favor of the proposed. Oh, Honorable, please. Who is there talking like that? Is it Almame? Sabak Sanjal? No, the man in white. It's Almame. Yes, it's the member for Kansala. Please. No small speaker, I'm chairman, but please. No. Please be quiet. If you want to talk, raise your tag and I will give you permission. No, when it is time, what you do is, if we don't see you, call my attention. I've said that. If you don't see me your tag and your tag is up, call me chairman. I will listen. I will look at you and call you. But you are not doing that. You are talking there. Stop that. Not here. Not in the hall. Not in the hall. Not in the chambers. Honorable members, the results are as follows: those in favor, 20 for the amendment. Those against, the noes, 6. Abstentions, 0. So the ayes have it. Pardon? No.
I just want to beg you.
I give you the floor, please.
Okay.
Please. We are continuing first until we pass this. We now move to 39, please.
Yeah, exactly. Clause 39, appearance before the Oversight Committee.
It is proposed that Clause 39, appearance before the Oversight Committee, stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Yes, honorable member for Lower Flag.
Chair, we understand that you never want us to resolve easily to voting. But if you look at the trend that have, so we delay a lot of time. At the end of the day, we vote. We begging you, as far as you understand how we operate, 1, 2 people they are divided. Let's vote and move, please. I beg you. Yeah, because if not, you don't like it. We understand.
No, honorable. You see, we will not allow that. We want members to be better informed. It should not be emotional. We are dealing with national issues. If I don't know much, the more I hear from people, I will be convinced to do something that's better than what I am holding. It's not to say something wrong and we say we vote. What the majority may be holding may be detrimental to this country. So let's discuss, let's dialogue objectively and listen. Then when you are voting, you are more better informed to make an informed decision. That's all what we are saying. It's not all about voting. You see, during the discussions, some people changed their positions. They did not talk. That's why sometimes the voting changes. So let's please be patient and encourage people to exchange ideas as much as possible.
Right. Clause 40, order reporting requirements.
It is proposed that Clause 40, order reporting requirements, stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 41, implementation of recommendation of Oversight Committee and audits.
It is proposed that Clause 41, implementation of recommendations of Oversight Committees and audits, stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 42, removal of special prosecutor and division heads.
It is proposed that Clause 42, removal of special prosecutor and division heads, stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 43, protection and immunity.
It is proposed that Clause 43, protection and immunity, stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 44, professional privileges and protections.
It is proposed that Clause 44, professional privileges and protections, stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 45, succession.
It is proposed that Clause 45, succession, stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 46, confidentiality obligations.
It is, yes, 46. I'm hearing some. Woolley is yes.
Yes, thank you. Honorable Chair, I'm thinking that we create another sub-clause, let's say Clause 3, after Clause 2, and then we turn clause, if that happens, then 3 will be 4, and then 4 will be 5. And what I want to propose there, is that in clause, if we add 3 to 2,
the new introduction, then we will position it.
Yes, is former personnel with substantive knowledge of the Special Prosecutor's Office's investigative or prosecutorial work in a specific case shall not act for the defense in the same or related cases unless it is established that there is no actual conflict of interest. To be in 3.
Honorable Minister, you heard him.
Yes, this is a provision that we would love to be inserted, because we are looking at a situation where somebody might have started work with the Office of the Prosecutor, participated in building some case files. Along the line, maybe he choose to leave the Office of the Prosecutor and eventually maybe decide to go and serve as a defense counsel, having already got a preview of the investigations or the case file details and already. So this kind of conflict of interest would apply if it is clear that you have got a pre-knowledge of something, you are already conflicted. So,
but the clean knowledge will not help him prevent somebody from being guilty by the fact.
By our professional training, Honorable Speaker, if you, for instance, in private practice, if I am briefed by a client and I have knowledge of his case already, I cannot accept another brief against him if I don't end up representing him. It's professionally not fair because you already got a foreknowledge of his case already.
But this one is against the state.
Sorry?
This one is for the state.
Yeah, exactly. So if you serve in the prosecutor's office, you participated in investigations, you know the strength and weaknesses of the case already, and for some reason you discontinue your services with the prosecutor, you cannot be allowed to be involved in that case.
But if he knows the weaknesses, and the weaknesses are the facts, the state has weak, why shouldn't he come to make sure that the facts, the person is acquitted?
Honorable, this is the standards of our profession. And this is the ethical standard of our profession. Honorable Speaker, you are looking at one side. It could also be against. You could be in private practice. Okay. Yeah. It could be the reverse as well.
For the state, it's not, it should be different from private prosecution. If the state wants to get him, even if his defense lawyer knows what the state is planning, he should have it and then let it go. Because if the state has the facts and it's true and it's this thing, Chair, I'm coming. Chair, no. You know, I'm not saying, he has already told me that the legal profession requires.
Chair.
He has already told me that.
Chair.
Yes,
yes, it's me.
Who?
Yeah, I'm saying that
okay.
we're in total agreement with that. And yes, we're in total agreement with that. It's very progressive. All of you.
What he's saying is he's in agreement with the proposal.
Yes. That is the agreement on the floor. Yes.
Agreement. This is the proposal of the committee.
Chair, it's captured here. Here. Let me read for you. Their engagement report. Their engagement report. Yes. Thank you very much. Yes.
Now,
Mike.
Yes, thank you very much. So, Speaker, let's proceed.
Yes, Honorable Speaker.
Who? Honorable members, anybody who is opposing? Nobody.
Nobody.
So it is proposed that clause 46, confidentiality obligations, stand part of the bill as amended. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. So, honorable member, where it will be positioned in the amendments, the drafters will do that.
Clause 47, data protection.
It is proposed that clause 47, data protection. You have it.
I know.
There is one, when you talk about data, Opasalum will come. It's saying replace 1 with 5. There is no need for 1. 1 with 5. Well, I don't know what he means by.
We should delete 1.
Just delete 1 and then, or you want us to move 5 to 1?
And there'll be no.
Yes, move 5 to 1 and then current 1 is not necessary.
Rather than just deleting 1 and renumbering.
Well, it's the same thing. You delete 1.
It's 1, 2, 3, there's no 2, it's 1, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
So that's the problem you should correct first. So it's 1, 3, 4, 5, there's no 2. The numbering has skipped 2.
No, now, all what we will do now is, we will just delete 1, if we agree, and then 3 becomes 1, 4 becomes 2, and 5 becomes 3. Huh?
Yes.
Honorable Opasalum? Yes. Agreed. So, honorable members, number 1 is deleted. Honorable Attorney General, you have no comments on it? Huh? AG? But I'm being told that you are in the picture. So he's telling you he's not in the picture. No, he's saying what is the rationale. If he's in the picture, he will not ask.
Listen, if you look at this, it's almost 5 and 1.
What is the rationale? Can you come up?
Yes, if you look at 5, in fact, it says the Special Prosecutor's Office shall implement appropriate technical and organizational measures to safeguard confidential information and data against unauthorized access, accidental loss, destruction, or alteration. And 1 is only saying appropriate technical and organizational measures to protect all its information records and stuff. This is a subset of 5.
And 5 is more detailed. 5 is more encompassing.
Honorable? AG? Oh, Honorable. AG, are you fine?
Honorable Mbo, I'm not sure, because 1 is a general provision of protection in general. And the 5, which according to the numbering will be 3 now, if I'm right, well, 3 or 4, is talking about unauthorized access. So I think 1 is giving an obligation to protect in general, and 5 is being specific to protect the same. Of course, the subject matter is still the same, but unauthorized access, accidental loss, destruction, and alteration. So you are of the view that 5 encompasses 1 already?
Yes, because to protect and also to safeguard are the same in data protection. You are protecting data or you are safeguarding data?
Appropriate technical and organizational. I think so, yeah. It's to a great extent repetitive.
Okay. So, Honorable, your mic.
Yes?
But in that regard, can we bring 5 forward then?
Yes, yes, Honorable, who is talking? Is it Woolley? The number we will make 5-1. Yes, we have done that until we have corrected it. So now what we are doing, honorable members, we are deleting 1 and are bringing 5 to 1. Now 5 becomes 1, and then 3 becomes 2, 4 becomes 3, and is finished. Are you following? Okay. It is proposed that clause 47, data protection, stand part of the bill as amended. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 48, compliance and training.
It is proposed that clause 48, compliance and training, stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 49, non-disclosure agreements.
It is proposed that clause 49, non-disclosure agreements, stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Clause 50, offenses.
Yes.
Clause 50.
Don't call it committee report.
Yes.
Woolley is, you have something to propose.
In clause 50, clause 51B, want to propose that where you say commits an offense and is liable to a penalty, I want to add there, not less than $200,000 and not exceeding, then it goes. Not exceeding 200. Not less than 200,000 and not exceeding 200,000.
The committee is saying that.
Sorry.
No, Chair. Chair, the committee is saying
not less than 200,000.
No. Let's get it correct first.
No, I'm saying, Chair, not less than $200,000. Full stop.
Full stop, exactly. That's what the committee.
But you are saying.
Yes, that's what I want to say.
His proposal is, let's know the offense. It says, a person who, without sufficient cause and with regard to any investigations by the special prosecutor, A, refuses or omits to attend at the place and time specified in a summons served on him or her, or B, refuses or omits to produce any document or other evidence in his or her possession or control specified in a summons served on him or her, commits an offense and is liable to a penalty not exceeding what we have, not exceeding $200,000.
Full stop.
To be recoverable in a summary way before a subordinate court of appropriate jurisdiction.
Chair.
Not less than, but that would be that's too much. Honorable member, who refuses or omits to attend at a place, you may at one moment only not attend at a place, and you are given not less than 200,000 in the Gambia. No, but even in the courts here, with murder itself, people go and sometimes they don't come unless you are kept in custody. But one non-attendance, 200,000, you saying that is small, not exceeding that is small? Yes, I want people to understand. Yes, go ahead.
Also refusing to bring documents, any document, refusing to produce any document or other evidence. All that is added there. That's why. How are they going to do their court trials without
This is the severity range. That's why it can go up. But look at the minimum weakness in whole thing, so that you have to consider that also. If you refuse, you have documents, you refuse to obey, that's serious. But somebody, for whatever reasons, not come to a particular meeting, he may come the next time. Yes?
Honorable Speaker, if I may help the House to quickly deal with this. If you fail to appear, or you fail to produce document as requested, the prosecutor will approach the court to enforce this offense. If the court orders you and penalizes you, this might not be small, I agree with the Speaker. If after this you continue in defiance, then you are now going to be at contempt of court, no longer the prosecutor. So that will also have a different level of punishment after that.
200,000 in the Gambia.
So compliance will be assured. If your fear is compliance, the person will comply at some point, or the court will punish him, no longer even the prosecutor. But this is just an initial punishment for a defiant person. The prosecutor will go to court, and upon the person being found liable, this is the first punishment the court will impose. But assuming he refused to produce the document, or still is reluctant to go and answer to summons, then the prosecutor will go back to court. Then there are other remedies. Bench warrants may be applied, or contempt of court. There are so many other things in the toolbox that can be used by the prosecutor.
Yes. Kiang West. Yes.
Honorable Chair, failing to produce documents that would serve as an evidence to the prosecutors, the prices of that could be very expensive. And failing to provide evidence which are very potential to certain serious crimes, the price of that could be very, very expensive. To find someone with a contempt of court, that is a crime of its own. But this other crime that you've committed, which we consider to be quite expensive, so we think the fine should be more than this.
Honorable, what we are saying is, we know that some of these things are serious. But if you look at it, it is worded as somebody who refuses and somebody who omits, he failed to bring it. That may not be refusal. So what we are saying is, as serious as it is, there should be a range based on the severity. So that when you say not less than, even the weakest one, it means it has to be 200,000. So why that? That the minimum, what do you call it, fine is 200,000. No, that's too much, Honorable.
Chair, it's a deterrent. It's a deterrent.
Chair, not exceeding 100,000. Not exceeding 100,000.
Not exceeding 200,000.
No,
or if they are still saying that,
yes,
they can say, for instance, not exceeding 300 or 400,000.
Yes.
But then the judge or the magistrate will make the determination of the severity of your crime and appropriately deal with you on that.
Chairman.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yes.
Chairman.
Yes.
Okay. No, it's me. Willie is around me.
No, I give now to the nominated member, then Willie is.
Okay. Thank you, Chairman. I think I pick it up from where Kiang West left it. Chairman, it is saying refuses or omits. Let's remind ourselves of the crimes that the special prosecutor is going to administer. We are talking about torture, rape, forceful disappearance, murder. Any monetary value attached to an individual or potential witness's refusal to what appear to me it's minimal. This should be severe to serve as an effective deterrent. We shouldn't peg it at a lower value. The 200 to me is minimal. It's incomparable to that young lady that was raped, or that young father who was killed, or that freedom fighter who was discriminated based on his opinion. So I strongly believe that the deterrent here should be severe so that potential witnesses can go and appear. So I believe, let us say not less than 200,000 instead of saying exceeding 200,000. Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, with your permission once more, it's my role to offer clarification. In as much as you want to take a decision, but let's not equate the non-compliance with the prosecutor's investigative powers as the same as the crimes that are being